Do you think we can do this?
I hope we can.
It's the Hoffman and McMahon Show, Sports Bites. Brittany, what a week. Not only the one that's coming up, but the one that's been. First of all, this weekend, Cardinals and 49ers could be thought of as an exercise in futility because the 49ers haven't won yet, and please don't make this one the time that they break the record.
I think that we're safe only because Jimmy Garoppolo is not playing. Jimmy Garoppolo has beaten the Cardinals in the past, but new 49ers quarterback, he still needs to get used to the system. So they're going with the old guy. He's in for at least one more game. Hopefully our defense will show up.
Or so they say about Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh, Pat.
No, several of the Cardinals have said that they really do expect him not only to play, but also to start.
Oh, Pat, that would be bad news for us.
No, we don't need any more bad news. Hey, ASU, Colorado. ASU's a favorite Saturday evening. And it's one of those things where Sun Devils continue to say, hey, look at this. Maybe we've got a, maybe not.
Maybe, but they are honoring veterans this weekend.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Their uniforms are Brotherhood uniforms. They're honoring Pat Tillman. I think this is great. I really think the team's going to show up. You know, the fans will be there. That's no question. Let's just hope that the team shows up and continues their role.
I think the last time they wore these uniforms, as a matter of fact, was a few years ago to honor Pat Tillman. The college football team that people are talking about, with good reason, the U of A. They weren't expected to do anything, and at the beginning of the season, they didn't. And boy, they came on.
Since Khalil Tate has taken over, they've, rode his success, and we've been winning. They're, playing USC this weekend. It's going to be a huge deal down there, but everyone thinks they can do it. They, are on this great winning streak. Khalil Tate is amazing. He's in the top 10 quarterbacks in the country right now. U of A is finally ranked in the AP poll, so I'm excited for it.
And the real nail biter on this one too, for Sun Devil fans, is what USC did to us, and to see now what the U of A might be able to do to even things up. Oh, by the way, University of Arizona Wildcats, preseason number 3 in the basketball rankings.
Yep, I really think they can do a lot. We're waiting for Raleigh Hawkins to get back because he broke his foot, but let's just hope Arizona basketball finally makes it to a Final Four.
Listen, sports director Brittany Hoffman, only a few days ago, we were kind of making fun of the black mourning around the Suns organization.
Yes.
And now, with a new coach, how could it have possibly changed that fast when an assistant coach comes up, becomes the head coach, and Jay Triano has now, what, 4-1?
4-1. They maybe took the bad apple out of the locker room by getting rid of Eric Bledsoe. By getting rid of Eric Bledsoe, I'm not saying that it was the solution, but it seemed to turn around real fast after that happened. Sometimes one bad apple ruins a bunch.
And all of a sudden, a good apple like T.J. Warren scores 40 points in the last ball game.
I mean, normally you hear Booker, 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 and Warren is the guy who's showing up, leading the team. I mean, that's our future.
Yeah, and by the way, from what Mr. Sarver, the owner, says, the future is still with this ownership. He's not selling.
No.
Well, that was a rumor that was started, but who's going to believe back east?
Well, and all those billboards are going up. People want him out, but he's sticking around.
World Series. I don't think I ever remember a World Series that captured my attention quite like this one since the Diamondbacks were in it.
Yeah, I mean, you had, the saga story of the Astros who have never won, and, this little guy, Altuve, his story is amazing about how at 16 years old, they just said, nope, you'll never play, and here he is leading this team. They were never a favorite in the beginning, and then here they are, through the season, chipping away, and then you have the powerhouse Dodgers. They haven't won since '88, but they're always in the mix, and down with the Dodgers, so go Astros. I'm proud of them.
With the payroll that they have, as opposed to a far more humble payroll with the Astros, Houston as a town being strong, trying to come back. And of course, you and I both know that Altuve is the size that God intended people to be.
Yes.
And Grand Canyon starts a basketball season, and they are eligible to go into March Madness this year, and they just might do it.
I think they will, Pat.
Okay. Well, you heard it here. Brittany Hoffman, Pat McMahon, those are Sports Bites. Stick around, there's more.